prayers are with the bereaved families, and we are with them together with the people of Uganda in general during these challenging times. Your Excellency, I've been to Uganda in the past, but this is my first time to be here on a state visit since I took over as the President of the United Republic of Tanzania. Our two countries, like others all over the world, have experienced difficult times with the existence of COVID-19 pandemic. And as it is not enough, we are now struggling with the consequences of the war between Russia and Ukraine, the situation that calls for joint efforts to mitigate the emerging challenges towards economic recovery. Thus, when I received President Museveni's invitation, I did not think twice to accept it, because as brotherly neighbors, we are bound by common destiny. This requires closer cooperation to exchange experiences on how to serve our countries better. Taking into consideration that President Museveni had also visited Tanzania last year, it was my turn now to come to Uganda. So I didn't hesitate coming to this country. And in that regard, I'm here to strengthen our relations while looking for better ways to enhance our cooperation. Your Excellency and honorable ministers, I'm very pleased that we have had a very fruitful discussion just before the state luncheon. I'm told there's a luncheon and I'm waiting for it. Our discussion covered a range of issues from political, peace and security, to economic development, transportation infrastructure, education and health sectors. During our discussion, we reaffirmed on appreciation for the long-standing and excellent relations between Tanzania and Uganda. And this visit today has provided us yet with another opportunity to enhance our bonds of friendship and brotherhood. We were very satisfied by the political stability that our countries enjoy. On the other hand, we have discussed how we could further work together to enhance peace and security to ensure that the whole East African region continues to be stable. I once again thank President Museveni on behalf of the government of the United Republic of Tanzania for gracious gesture of constructing school in Chato, and reminded him that we were now awaiting a sister school in Uganda this year. The outlook with the GDP growth rate is projected between 4.5 to 6% in 2022. However, my government continues to take various measures to strengthen the growth of our economy in order to ensure that we attain our development goals. Meanwhile, I congratulate him, my brother, President Museveni, for the steps he has been taking to ensure Uganda's economy was strengthened by opening up all economic activities that were closed during the COVID-19 outbreak, by implementing strategic projects, including crude oil extraction, and by launching strategies to deliver essential services to the community at the grassroots level. We were discussed on the effects of hiking prices on fuel, oil, and then he gave me very good strategies to look into. And I think I'm going to apply them in my country so that we can all sail or have an outstreamed mechanism on how to deal with the hiking prices on fuel. So I have learned something new from him just when we had our discussions here. On the other sectors, we received the implementation of the East African Crude Oil Pipeline project, the research and development of COVID-19 and veterinary vaccines, the construction of roads covering Masaka Mutukula, Omuga Kongoro Kiragama Murongo, Masaka Mutukula Bukene, Kasulu Kumanzi, and the Bugene Burigi Chato National Park. These were in addition to other projects of Kikaguti Murongo hydropower project and the use of Dar es Salaam port, for which we have already opened our liaison office in Kampala. Nevertheless, our two countries have decided to give trade and investment additional push. Particular measures are going to be taken by the two sides to further ease trade in our countries. The removal of the NTBs, we have finally talked on them. And in that regard, let me use this podium to invite Ugandans to Tanzania for increased trade and investments. Plenty of opportunities are waiting for you in Tanzania. Our Permanent Joint Commission will continue to follow up on the implementation of all projects and all other issues as we have agreed during our official talks. Your Excellency, honorable ministers, ladies and gentlemen, lastly, I wish to reiterate my sincere thanks and gratitude for the invitation to visit Uganda and the magnificent reception that we have received. Thank you and asante sana. And I know we are going to sign the MOUs, I think 2 MOUs, as a product of this visit and discussion, and that's a way forward. And I would highly urge the ministers which are dealing with those sectors which we are going to sign to make sure the implementation is done in a good, efficient pace so that we can reap the fruits in a very shorter time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. So we can now have the MOU signed, and then the communique, and then we can answer some questions and conclude. Thank you very much. Let's sit down.
Yeah, thank you.
Hongera.
Okay. Your Excellencies, we are proceeding to sign 2 MOUs. One MOU is on defense, and the other one is on energy. May I invite the Minister of Defense to come forward to sign the MOU related to defense, and on the Tanzanian, my colleague Minister of Foreign Affairs, please.
Purple. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Defense and my colleague Minister for Foreign Affairs of Tanzania. May I now invite the Minister for Energy to sign the MOU with my colleague, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Tanzania. On the left.
Mtazamaji wa TBC1, zoezi linaloendelea hapo ni mawaziri baina ya mataifa mawili ya Tanzania na Uganda wakisaini hati za makubaliano na mashirikiano katika baadhi ya maeneo, na aliyetangulia kusaini hati ni waziri wa mambo ya nje wa Tanzania Balozi Liberata Mulamula pamoja na mwenzi wake waziri wa mambo ya nje wa Uganda ambaye ni Abubakari Jeje Odong, na wamesaini hati za makubaliano. Na hivi sasa waziri wa nishati wa Uganda akisaini hati ya makubaliano ama ushirikiano, na kwa Tanzania mwakilishwa pia na waziri mwenye dhamana mambo ya nje Balozi Liberata Mulamula. Na kabla hapo umeshuhudia Rais Samia Suluhu Hassan akitoa hotuba yake na kizungumzia masuala ambayo wamekubaliana kuzungumza baada ya mazungumzo ya tete baina ya viongozi hawa wawili, ambapo amesema kuwa amepata uzoefu wa Uganda kwa namna gani wanakabiliana na changamoto ya kupanda kwa bei ya mafuta, na amesema amepata jambo jipya na akirudi nyumbani Tanzania ni mambo ambayo pia watayafanya ili kuhakikisha kuwa wanaweka nafuu. Kumbukwe hapo jana Rais Samia Suluhu Hassan alitangaza nia ya kupunguza ama kuingilia kati sakata la mafuta bei kupanda, ambapo hii leo waziri mwenye dhamana nishati Januari Makamba katika bunge la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania ametoa taarifa rasmi ya serikali, ambapo serikali imeweka ruzuku ya bilioni 100 na kuhakikisha kuwa angalau kunakuwa na ahueni na bei ya mafuta. Bei ya mafuta ilipanda kwa sababu mbalimbali katika soko la dunia, hali iliyosababisha nishati hiyo muhimu kote duniani kupanda bei maradufu, na Tanzania kama sehemu ya dunia basi haijawa salama, kumekuwa na changamoto hiyo. Rais Samia Suluhu Hassan yuko katika ziara ya siku 2 ya kiserikali na nchini Uganda, na yuko na mwenyeji wake Rais Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Na kabla hapo Rais Yoweri Kaguta Museveni amesema kuwa uhusiano baina ya mataifa haya mawili unaendelea kudumu maradufu, na akasema kwamba ndio maana umekuwa na ushirikiano ulio bora mara zote, na uhusiano ambao umefanya mataifa haya mawili kuendelea kushirikiana hata katika miradi ya kimkakati ikiwemo usafirishaji, masuala ya nishati na masuala muhimu ya uhusiano wa mambo ya nje, lakini pia masuala ya ulinzi na usalama. Kumekuwa na ushirikiano katika mataifa haya mawili. Na mara baada ya kusaini hati za ushirikiano hizo baina ya wizara katika mataifa haya mawili, kutakuwa na maswali kama yatakuwepo kwa waandishi wa habari. Kwa waandishi wa habari watauliza maswali kwa Rais Samia Suluhu Hassan ama kwa Rais Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, na baada ya hapo shughuli hiyo itaishia, na tutaendelea kukupa ratiba nyingine zinazoendelea, ambapo Rais Samia Suluhu Hassan atakuwa Uganda hadi kesho Mei 11, ambapo ndio itakuwa tamati. Basi nikuachie uendelee kuona namna ambavyo hati za makubaliano wanavyobadilishana na nini kinachoendelea. Ni ziara ya kiserikali ya siku 2 ya Rais Samia Suluhu Hassan nchini Uganda.
Hello? I think we shall have to, the questions will have to be cancelled. Let's have the communique.
Yes.
And then we go, because Her Excellency has got to function in Kampala.
Yes, sir. Okay. Can I read it? Okay. Can I read it? Your Excellencies, I have the distinct honor of reading the joint communique. The joint communique on the occasion of the state visit to Uganda by Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, on this day of 10th to 11th May 2022, at the invitation of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, undertook a two-day state visit to the Republic of Uganda from 10th to 11th May 2022. Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, was received at State House, Entebbe, by our host, His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni of Uganda. Her Excellency was accompanied by ministers and other senior government officials from the United Republic of Tanzania. The heads of state held a tete-a-tete, followed by official talks where they were joined by ministers and senior government officials and discussed bilateral, regional, as well as international matters of interest to the two sister countries. Recalling the state visit of His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to the United Republic of Tanzania in November 2021, the two heads of state directed the relevant ministers to meet frequently to address the non-tariff barriers and find solutions to challenges related to trade. They directed that these decisions be implemented within 1 month. In the area of maritime, marine, and road transport, the head of states applauded the reopening of the Mwanza-Port Bell-Kampala route, which is now officially operational and has greatly reduced the transit time from Dar es Salaam to Kampala that now takes only 4 days, down from previously 9 days, thus reducing the cost of doing business. The Excellencies, the Presidents, welcome the commissioning of the construction of the Mutukula regional market, which will not only enhance trade, but also improve the livelihood of citizens of Uganda and Tanzania, as well as other countries in the region. The head of states noted and welcomed the implementation of the East African crude oil pipeline project. Her Excellency President Samia Suluhu Hassan was also briefed on the progress of the EACOP. The head of state noted the progress made since the Joint Permanent Commission held in January 2022 and directed their respective ministers to implement all agreed decisions. The heads of state witnessed, and they're going to witness, the signing of 2 memoranda of understanding and intergovernmental memorandum of understanding in the fields of development in the 400 kV Masaka Mutukula Kiaka Nyakanazi Mwanza transmission line and a memorandum of understanding in defense and security cooperation. The two heads of state further agreed on the pathogenic economy and specifically collaboration on the development of vaccines between the two countries. It was also agreed that Tanzania shall buy antiretroviral drugs from Uganda. The Excellencies were further based on a joint cooperation on the security of the East African crude oil pipeline. It was agreed that Tanzania shall charge $10 per kilometer per truck from Mutukula to Dar es Salaam starting financial year, $10 per 100 kilometers per truck from Mutukula to Dar es Salaam, starting from financial year 2022 to 2023, effective 1st July 2022. It was further agreed that Uganda shall supply 10,000 tons of sugar, of GAP sugar to Tanzania. On education, it was agreed that Uganda shall identify a sister school in Uganda to partner with the school in Tanzania, Nyabirenzi, Chiato. The heads of state reiterated their support to the private sector as an engine for economic growth and development. In this regard, Her Excellency President Samia Suluhu Hassan had dialogue with the private sector, chief executive officers, and paid a visit to Namamve Industrial Park, where Excellency has taken on a guided tour of Roofings Uganda Limited. That'll be there tomorrow. The heads of state noted the growing total trade between Uganda and the United Republic of Tanzania, and they directed the responsible ministers to immediately remove any outstanding non-tariff barriers in order to fully harness the Uganda-Tanzania trade potential. Her Excellency President His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni expressed his gratitude to Her Excellency President Samia Suluhu Hassan for honoring his invitation and for the fruitful discussions they held. Her Excellency President Samia Suluhu Hassan thanked her host, His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the government and the people of the Republic of Uganda for the warm reception and hospitality accorded to her and her delegation during her stay in Uganda. Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan extended an invitation to His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to visit the United Republic of Tanzania on a date to be communicated through diplomatic channels. Done in Entebbe, Uganda on the 10th day of May 2022. For the Republic of Uganda, will be signed by Honorable Okello Oryem, the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, International Affairs, and for the Republic of Tanzania, will be signed by Honorable Ambassador Liberata Mulamula, Minister for Foreign Affairs and East African Cooperation.
Very good. Thank you. Very good. So we can pass through the house and may I want to use
Na mtazamaji wa TBC1, ni taarifa hiyo iliyotolewa kwa yale waliokubaliana viongozi hawa wawili pamoja na mazungumzo waliofanya hii leo, ambapo kwa pamoja wamekubaliana na kuelekeza mawaziri wa kila sekta kushughulikia kero muhimu ambazo zimekuwa ni changamoto baina ya mataifa haya mawili ya Uganda na Tanzania, ambapo wameelekeza kuwa ndani ya mwezi mmoja vikwazo vya kibiashara baina ya Uganda na Tanzania viwe vimeshughulikiwa na vimechukuliwa hatua. Lakini wamekubaliana na kupongeza hatua ya kurejesha usafiri katika Ziwa Victoria baina ya Mwanza na Kampala, ambapo idadi ya siku za kutoka Mwanza na Kampala zimefupishwa kutokana na maboresho. Lakini pia kujenga soko katika eneo la Mtukula ambalo litaweza kuhakikisha kwa biashara baina ya Tanzania na Uganda zinapiga hatua kubwa na muhimu. Mazungumzo kadhaa yamefanyika, yote yakiwa ni afya ya mataifa haya mawili na kuhakikisha kuwa yanapiga hatua kubwa inayowezekana. Ni ziara ya siku mbili ya Rais Samia Suluhu Hassan Uganda, ambapo imeanza rasmi hii leo. Basi hatuna la zaidi, tutazidi kukupa taarifa kadri tunavyozipata kutoka Uganda. Basi nikutakia utazamaji mwema wa vipindi vinavyoendelea kutoka hapa TBC.
Angalia TBC1, ukweli na uhakika.
Mimi naitwa Anuari Mkama. Safari hii mulika fursa ipo kanda ya kaskazini.
I wanna love you, you are special my heart. I just wanna hold you like that.